Alright, good morning people. This is Sabi, Lady NDG, President of the Strong Hingston organization, Kiara and Tanea Mutta, whatever it is you know me as. Some of you may know me. I don't normally do videos. If you know me, I write long statuses. I like to write. I'm philosophical, but I realize not everybody likes to read. So I'm doing a video in regards to a status that I put up about 2 days ago. So normally, I don't know if you guys know, I'm from Montreal, Canada. Normally, around carnival time, I'm all hype because I'm born in Canada, but my parents are Trini, and I like my SOCA, I like the fête and thing. So I get all excited around our carnival time, and I look at flyers and realize that in Montreal, where our SOCA community is really not that big at all, there is a minimum of 2 big fetes. And when I mean big fete, I don't mean fetes with just local DJs. I mean fetes with bands, DJs from out of town, and more than 2 of these kind of parties. Montreal is too small. Furthermore, the SOCA community is too small for there to be more than 1 big SOCA fete, because when there are more than 1, it's either 1 really bus or all of them bus. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it means that the attendance in all of them is crappy, or somebody's is really nobody in it. And I usually get really upset and I post a status maybe like a week or 2 before the fete because I'm upset. I'm not upset at the promoters, any specific promoter. I'm just saying this has been happening for years, and I just can't understand how come it continues to happen. Okay? So instead of putting up a status 2 weeks before the fete and getting vexed, I am coming December 2017 to propose that something be done. Okay, something, we stand up as a community and say to these promoters, you can't do this anymore. Okay, because this, listen, Carnival Saturday, and I'm specifically talking about Carnival Saturday, Friday, Sunday, whatever. Carnival Saturday, we want 1 big fete. We want 1 huge party where even if we were divided on Friday and we're not going to the same places on Sunday, and we don't go to the parade on Saturday because some of us don't care to go to the parade, that's another story. We want 1 big fete where we could say, yes, we go all link up on Saturday night or whatever it is. 1 big party that we know for sure all of us are going to be there. The SOCA community doesn't want to be divided, right? SOCA is happy music. When we're together and there's SOCA, we don't care who we don't like you, this one don't like that one. We all fetting, we have a good time, we drinking. SOCA parties are different. So we want 1 big SOCA party on the Saturday, okay? So people probably saying, who are you? And who do you think you are making this video? Do you have any authority to talk on this? No. I'm not a Montreal promoter, right? But I'm a member of the Montreal community, and I recognize there's a problem, and I know that when you know there's a problem and you say nothing about it and you do nothing about it, you are a part of the problem. So I'm saying let's no longer be a part of the problem, Montreal community. Let's come together and tell these promoters, you need to come together. You need to put aside your differences and why you don't like this one and why you don't like he and what he do to you this time and he do this and last time my fete bus because he tell people this. You need to put that aside, okay? Because Carnival Saturday is really not about you. It's really not about any specific promotion team. Carnival Saturday in Montreal or any other place for that matters is unity. It's bringing together the carnival, last lap, you know, tying up the carnival. So Carnival Saturday night, I'm telling you promoters, no, I'm not a promoter, but I'm talking from logics. Carnival Saturday night can no longer be about you making money. It's got to be about you caring about the Montreal community. It's got to be about you reestablishing Montreal's carnival. Because for those of you who are not from Montreal and haven't heard and didn't grow up here, you need to understand that many years ago with Fete or whatever you wanted to call it, many years ago, Montreal's carnival was the best carnival in North America and not Toronto. Things happened and we lost it and it was canceled one year. And then Toronto took over and we've never been able to catch ourselves back up to that point. I'd like to pause for a minute and say that there are amazing promoters in Montreal who are trying to establish a SOCA scene, not only carnival time. The guys that are doing SOCA Strike, Color, Wave, SOCA Rolla, all these things, you know, like digital movements, Unruly Sounds, UA Entertainment, Energy Squad. These guys are trying to reestablish the SOCA scene all through the year. The momentum is awesome. I used to once want to move from Montreal because I am very Caribbean. I am very West Indian. I am Trinity to the bone. I love my culture. And it bothered me that every time I wanted to embrace my culture, I have to leave Montreal. I had to drive quite New York for a fete, drive quite Toronto for a fete, put mileage on my car just to say I'm embracing my culture and having a good time. I don't want to move from Montreal. I want to make sure that everything I want and need to be who I am, which is a young Black Caribbean woman, I want to make sure that all of that is in the city that I love and that I grow up in. So I am proposing that the promoters get together and have one event. Again, put aside your differences. Together we aspire, together we achieve. This can't be about money for Carnival Saturday. We have to reestablish our name. We've got to show that, you know what, the Caribbean Day or whatever you want to call it is worth it for Montreal. They're going to always take us for a joke because we don't bring in much revenue around that time. Why do you think people like places like Trinidad invest in Carnival? It's tourist season. Do you know how much money Carnival brings in for the country? So yes, they're going to invest into it. But if our Carnival is a joke and our Carnival parties are a joke and they always bussin', the government is not going to give a crap about the Caribbean Day. They're going to continue to minimize it. Next thing you know, our carnival is going to be on Blue Bonnet's racetrack or something, and we're going to be going around the racetrack and they're going to confine us into a smaller space. We need to show them that we are serious. We can come together and have a big fete that will draw people into our city, and people say, hey, you hear about Montreal Carnival? That's a big thing. Next year I go in. So we need to do that. We're not at that point yet. We don't have enough tourists coming in anymore to say that people should make a big stink about our carnival and so people should come here for it. So no, I'm not attacking the promoters because for one thing, I know, okay, I see my Uncle Lance. My mom used to be working with people back in the days, and I know it's not easy to be a promoter. That's why I would never even say, listen, I'm making a big fete, I'm organizing it, and we're going to have a big... I would never do that because I just know it's really hard to be a promoter. So I'm not coming down on the promoter because my hats are off to you for actually getting into that business because it's not easy. But, I am proposing that we as a community come together and support the promoters and tell them, listen, we know it's not easy, but you guys need to work together. And I don't only mean the newer generation of SOCA promoters. Listen, I mean all the old guys. I don't mean old. I mean like the veterans in the game. Bring them in all together. The older guys have something to learn from the younger guys and vice versa. You guys work together and make an amazing event, okay? And think about the people. It can't be about money right now, but ultimately it will be about money, right? So if we keep it together and have this one big fete for a couple of years and people start coming for that, soon that one fete is not going to be enough to accommodate the amount of people that are coming to Montreal for their carnival. And then you guys could say, okay, we're going to have more than one fete. We're going to have 2 or 3 because the one fete can't accommodate all these people. Okay, fine, when we get to that point. But we're not at that point yet, believe you me. We're not there. okay? I see the parties. I chose a lot of times to leave Montreal and go to New York for 4th of July because I just know the parties are not going to be good and people are divided. My friends, some want to go to this fete, some want to go to that fete. There's 4 different fetes. We're trying to figure out which one to go to. It's like Russian roulette. We're gambling, trying to figure out which one are we going to pay $50 to go to. And sometimes we can't be bothered because we don't want to go to a bus fete. So we're just like, you know, instead of taking the chance, we're just not going to go. And we just end up not going out Carnival Saturday night, okay? So after I put up my status about that, saying, listen, don't let me lose my shit in July, meaning I don't want July to come and I see there's 3 parties, 4 parties. I don't even want to see 2 big parties with bands. I want one party, and I don't mean we want one big party, because every time I put up that status, people are like, yeah, I'm tired of it, but we need to do something about it. So this is what I'm proposing to the Montreal community and to the promoters, okay? So I'm going to propose that you have one big party and you don't adopt anybody's name. So it won't be Socarama, it won't be this fest or whatever. It's going to be a new name that you guys come up with. One party. You guys work together to make this party happen. I'm proposing something like Montreal SOCA Unity Fete or Montreal SOCA Unity Festival. Some name that you guys come up with, and it's a huge party that could start maybe at 6 p.m. and go all night, and you have different kinds of bands, different DJs. You guys work together. Some of you guys have hookups for flights. Some of you guys have hookups with certain bands, certain artists. You guys work together and stop thinking small. Think big, okay? Think that, you know, when Neo's song, he's like, I'm a movement by myself, but we're a force when we're together. Think about these little things, okay? Work together, be a force, okay? And let the world stop taking Montreal for a joke. So I am not trying to form any new committee. I know we already have a carnival committee and all that stuff. This is not about carnival itself. I'm strictly talking about the Carnival Saturday Fete. I'm going to make a group on Facebook. Maybe I'll just call it Montreal SOCA Unity Festival for now. And I'm going to have the promoters who are doing SOCA parties and who want to be a part of this movement, this force, have them as the admins. And Montreal community, y'all have to join the group. Even if you don't say anything in the group, you have to join, okay? Because it's going to be like a petition. It's going to show them we're serious. We want to have a good time Carnival Saturday night, okay? We tired of this joke thing. We tired of Carnival being over and we be like, really? It just came and passed and done? Like, we don't want that. We want it to be unforgettable. So we have to stand up, Montreal community. We have to say, if these promoters can't put their differences aside and think about the community and think about the West Indian face of Montreal, we're not supporting you, okay? So we form this committee, this group or whatever, for this one big party, and we tell the promoters, if you're not a part of this big party and you want to go ahead and do your own big thing on the side, we're not supporting you, because we are supporting unity, we are supporting growth, we're not supporting greed and personal gain. We want our community to grow. We want to come together. We tired of this Montreal people fighting each other, nobody supporting each other business. We're tired of that. I'm tired of that. I don't know who else is, but I know a lot of people on my Facebook are tired of it. So I've been speaking to different promoters who saw my status and messaged me and said, I totally agree and I'm willing to work with other promoters so that we can have a good fete. Lead-in reached out to me and he also posted on my status he's willing to work with people. You know, I don't care what you think about lead-in. I don't know the whole backstage promoter thing. I just know that I see him actively all through the year pushing soca. So I am not into politics. I'm not into promoter business. I am a part of the Montreal community, and I see him working to big up soca. So I am just innocently saying, I spoke to Leadin, and he's willing to work with other promoters and any other promoter who's willing to put their differences aside and build Montreal West Indian soca scene back up. Carnival Saturday Night, big thing like Belvedere, Hawks, all these things. Brandon, Lala, you know, we grow up in this community, and back in the days we couldn't wait to grow up and be able to fête, because fête was nice back then. Rashid, Montano, y'all know how we grew up in Montreal, and you know, but you know, all your promoters have Montreal split in the middle. Really? Like Trisha, split in the middle. So honestly, we're tired. I'm going to create the Facebook group. Please share this video, even if you don't like me. Do it for your community. Share this video, and let's come together. We have enough time. It's December. That's December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. There's 7 months. We have enough time, or the promoters, sorry, I'm not organizing no fête. The promoters have enough time to come together and get it together. I'm ready to claim back Montreal's West Indian. I'm ready. The West Indian face. I'm ready for that beautiful face to come back. Right? Montreal West Indian soca, the soca scene was nice back in the days. I'm ready for that to come back. Okay, I'm ready to show my children that there's nothing wrong with staying in Montreal, Quebec. I want to show my children that our West Indian roots are embraced in this community, and we can stay here and be comfortable. So if you're with me and you support this cause, share this video and look for the Montreal Soca Unity Festival or Fest group, and just join. As the numbers grow, that's going to show the promoters these people are serious. You know, if I'm not a part of this big festival and I try to do a party by myself, Montreal's not going to support me. So look, I better jump on board with this thing for now until Montreal get back up, and then I'll break off again. But until then, we've got to stand up, okay? We've really got to say we're serious. I know this video was long. I'm sorry, but please, it's something dear to my heart. All right, so you guys have a blessed day, and I will shamelessly plug my nonprofit organization, the Strong Hinkson Organization, which is a nonprofit organization to help single parents who are pursuing post-secondary education. You could go to theshow.ca. That is THESHO.ca. Have a nice day. Split in the middle.